Good morning. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to iHeart Sports channel here, going over some of the baseball games from yesterday, May 12th. And by some of them, I mean all of them. We're going to go over all 15 of them. It's going to be quick, just a little bit of box score watching, talking about the games, talking about the teams, how they're doing so far this week, etc., etc. Before we do that, jump down there, like, subscribe. We do this every day. I call it Wake Up with Baseball, because really it's 5:30 in the morning and we're filming this and we jump right into it. First game yesterday, Mets 7, Orioles 1. This was a matinee early game for Wednesday, and the Mets came out pumping. 7 runs, they were up quickly in this one. The big story here, I think, is Matt Harvey making his return to Citi Field here, and he got like a standing ovation, and they were really happy to see him, cheering him on, and he said he was pretty much brought to tears on that, which is very, very exciting. No home runs in this game overall. Domingo Smith has the biggest game of 3-hit night. And then Taijuan Walker went 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run for the 3-1 record that he's now up to. Matt Harvey, though, not so good. He kind of went 4.17 earned runs, so in his return and all that wasn't so good. He dropped to 3-3, and now his ERA is 4.81. It's kind of funny. They just put out an article about how he's probably the biggest steal of the offseason, but I don't think so. Moving on, Reds 5, Pirates 1. The Reds, they take this one in the top of the 10th. They put up 4 runs. It was 1-1 going into extras, and really the Reds needed this one. Had they lost the series of the Pirates, there would have been a lot of concern for me and probably a lot of other people of how these Reds are going to be able to pull it together. Really. Moustakas hits his 4th home run of the season. That was their 1 run during the game. The Pirates didn't have any. Trevor Cahill, 5.11 earned run for the Pirates, gave up that 1 home run. Sonny Gray, 4.21 earned runs, 5 Ks. Sonny Gray's been solid for the Reds since he's come back, and he gets the no decision. But Reds win this one, win the series. Unless they play today, so I might say some things. I didn't look at what the schedule is today, so I know the Pirates play San Francisco today, so yeah, their series is over. Moving on, Indians 2, Cubs 1, another one of those somewhat afternoon games. Indians showing that they can walk it off in the bottom of the 10th in this one. Pitchers duel, Cleveland Henches went 4.2 0 earned run, 6 Ks. Davies, 5.11 earned run, 4 strikeouts, and then it went to no decision, and then we went to extras. And the Cubs were in a situation, 2nd and 1st with no out, and they couldn't score on the top. And then Cleveland got in the same situation where it's able to score. So Indians take this one 2-1. Oh, wrong button. Go back. Moving on, we got the only doubleheader of yesterday, 15 games. Padres 5, Rockies 3. Ended up being a split in this one. In both games, the Rockies got out to an early lead. In both games, the Padres came back, but in the second game, Rockies had to walk it off in extra innings. Cartini hits his 3rd home run of the season for the Padres, and no home runs for the Rockies in this first game. John Gray, 5.21 earned run, 6 Ks. John Gray's been great so far. He gets the loss. He's now 4-3 on the season. Darvish, 4 innings, 0 earned runs. I'm not sure why he went only 4. Maybe because they had that plan of close game and that. I don't know. I didn't see him on the injury report, but there's lots of people on there, so it's hard to say. We'll maybe check it out after. Actually, I have it here. So pulling up the injury report, let's go down to the Padres. I don't see him. He didn't make it. So I'm assuming he got pulled. If you watch the game, let me know on that one. Second game here, like I said, Rockies walked this one off in the bottom of the 8th because doubleheader, 7 innings, etc., etc. It's a closer game. The Rockies were leading 2-1 going into even the last inning, and the Padres did tie it up. Fontes hits his 3rd home run of the season. This one was Blake Snell going 4, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks. And again, another 4-inning outing for a Padre in this shortened game. Gomber went 5.1, 0 earned runs, Gomber's probably one of his better starts of the season. He's been really struggling in Colorado. Although, we know a lot of pitchers struggle in Colorado because of the stadium and all, but yeah. Next up, another extra inning game here. We got the Phillies 5, Nationals 2, and this was a nice comeback for the Phillies. Their bullpen actually kept them in this game up until the 9th inning where they scored that tying run, and then in the top of the 10th, they poured it on and put up 3. Odubel Herrera hits that 9th inning home run off Brad Hand, which ties it up, puts it to extras, which really is Brad Hand's second blown save of the season. He's now 2-2 on the season. 2 earned runs gives up in this one. 1 home run. Wheeler goes 6, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks, and then Lester 6, 1 earned run, 4 Ks. So Lester's had a couple starts now, and he's got 2.25 ERA, so he's doing all right. And Washington seems to be doing okay with this signing. Neris picks up his 7th save of the season, and that is that. The Phillies take a big win here, and that's back-to-back wins against the Nationals. Next up, Tigers 4, Royals 2. I think that brings now the Royals' losing streak to 10 games, which is not good. They had such an awesome start to the season. Now they're on a little bit of a skid, so it's going to be a big test for this young group, this new team in Kansas City. How are they going to bounce back from such a losing streak, especially when they're losing to possibly the worst team in the league, right? Danny Duffy goes 6, 4 earned runs, 8 Ks. Probably is one of his worst outings of the season, 4-3 now on the season. Casey Miz goes 6, 2 earned runs, 4 Ks, and he gets the win. And then the Tigers bullpen actually holds this one. No earned runs the rest of the way. 4-2, yeah. Kansas City got out to that 2-0 quick lead. The Tigers just chipped away and took it home. Oakland 4, Red Sox 1. Red Sox got out to the 1-0 lead early in the game here in the first inning. And then Oakland just slowly tipped away, and they got it done. And they shut down this Boston offense. 21 people left on base in this game for Boston. Boston was really kind of shut down these past 2 games. Like, for an offense that we're used to seeing lots and lots of runs, Oakland's kind of kept them at bay these past 2 games. Olsen hits his 8th home run of the season in this one. That was in the 6th inning off of Rodriguez, and who goes 6 innings, 4 earned runs, 9 Ks. He had a solid outing, but just the home run and a couple hits. He gave up a few hits in that. Caprillion for Oakland, 5 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 6 Ks. It's the first time I've seen this guy, to be honest. I don't even know who this gentleman is. I didn't watch him yesterday. I didn't realize they had a guy, but James Caprillions, 27-year-old, looks like his first start of the season, maybe possibly his first start of his career. First round overall by the Yankees in 2015. So looks like a good prospect for Oakland. He came in, had a great start. Maybe have to look more into him, but that's good. Oakland takes this one. Next up, we have the Yankees 1, Rays 0. And big story here is A, the Yankees shutting out the Rays, 1-0. B, Garrett Cole hits 1,500 strikeouts. He became the second fastest player ever to that in 212 games. So big congrats to him. This was a pretty game for him. 8 innings pitched, 12 Ks, no earned runs. This guy's definitely making a case for Cy Young. He's now 5-1 on the season. And when you can get Garrett Cole to go 8 innings, Chapman comes in for the save. 1-0 games don't seem so difficult. On the other side, the Rays went with McHugh, Yarborough strategy. You know, the strategy they've really come up with the bullpen. And it's their solid bullpen. They only gave up 1 run, but without offense, you're going to lose. Blue Jays 4, Braves 1. And this is another back-to-back game now that the Blue Jays had a little bit of a come from behind. They weren't like down or out or anything. It was 1-0 after 5. But then they came up and they poured it on. Teoscar Hernandez is the big player in this one. He hit 2 home runs in this game, 7th and in the 9th when they've scored a couple insurance runs. 3 RBIs for him. Ryu went 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 6 Ks. A very good start for him. Max Fried, his first start coming back, 1 earned run. Really, he's gets the no decision, and he's going to bring his ERA down to 6.55, but he's coming back, and it looks like everything seems to be going all right for him. But Blue Jays win this one. Next up, we have the Brewers 4 and the Cardinals 1, and this game was a very good pitcher's duel for the first little while here. There was a pretty interesting play that ended up being some of the runs for Milwaukee when the guy caught it falling down and then had trouble throwing it back in, and the guy was able to score from second, basically a sac fly from second, deep center field. Jeff O'Neill, it's his 7th. Oh, it's not Jeff O'Neill. I'm going to get this wrong, so I want to get his name. Tyler O'Neill. Tyler O'Neill hits his 7th home run of the season, back-to-back games, and this was off Woodruff. Woodruff went 7.2, 1 earned run, 10K. So the guy had a great outing. Woodruff's one of those guys. I got to do a video, I think, of the people that have had great starts this season, possibly Cy Young candidates. Hader, 1 inning, 2 Ks, gets the save. He's now up to 8. Joe Gant on the other side, 0 earned runs, and so this was a starters duel, and the Brewers come out in the end with a little bit of offense and close the door here. It's pretty great. Avisar Garcia hits his 5th home run of the season as well for the Brewers. Next up, we run into the Astros 9, Angels 1. Astros got it quickly 3-0. Then it was 5-0 in the 6th, and then pretty much 9-1 after 8. Poor Angels just aren't able to get anything together. Trout not in the lineup today. I didn't see anything about him. They don't have him on the injury report either, so I couldn't tell what that was about. Maybe if someone out there, Angels fan, let us know if you watched the game, what's going on with Trout. Henny went 5.1, 5 earned runs. He's now 1-3 on the season. Urquidy, 3.2, 0 earned runs. I know he left the game with shoulder discomfort in this one. Altuve hits his 4th home run of the season. Tucker his 8th. Alvarez his 7th. McCormick his 2nd. So that's 4 home runs overall for the Astros, and just did a good job. No offense really for the Angels, and they're dropping to 16-20. Lost the past 2 here. Next up, 13 for the White Sox, Twins 8, and the White Sox were just pummeling early in this one. They had 4 runs in the first 2, and by the time they got to the 5th, they had 13, so this offense was just popping. Twins put up some late runs in this one to make it a little bit more respectable, but they still kind of got blown out. Nelson Cruz hits his 9th home run of the season. Donaldson had a 3-hit night. On the other side, Vaughn, 1st home run of the season. Grandal hits his 4th of the season. Couple guys, but Abreu has a 3 RBI night, including a triple in the game. Dallas Keuchel, 5.2, 6 earned runs for him, so not very good. He's up to 4.53 ERA. And on the other side, we had Happ, 3.1, 9 earned runs. His first loss of the season, and those 9 earned runs really hurt. His ERA is up to 4.26 now. And the concern around the Twins is real now, dropping to 12-22. Getting smacked around by the team they were expected to compete with in this division. Not a good sign. Marlins 3, D-backs 2, and the Marlins in this one were up 3-1 in the first 2 innings, and then it was kind of like lights out. Pitchers getting done for both sides. For the Marlins, Poteet, this is another new name for me. 5 innings pitched, 200 runs, 6 Ks. Interestingly enough, Cody Poteet, 26-year-old, so a young guy here. Overall, 4th pick. His first start again. We got a first starter MLB career starting it off. That's pretty awesome. Welcome to the league. Peacock on the other side, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 3 Ks. Pretty decent. So both these guys had a pretty decent game. Not quality start because they only go 5 innings, but they're definitely in the decision. Home run, Aguilar hits his 9th. For the Miami Marlins, and Young for the D-backs hits his 4th. But yeah, they pretty much split this series. They're pretty equal teams at the end of the day, so it's been pretty fun to watch these 2 teams, how they compete, and some of the young players that are getting a chance to prove themselves on these teams. Last up here, we got Dodgers 7, Mariners won. And yeah, the Dodgers, I think, found what they needed. This back-to-back wins now for them. Yesterday's was comeback. This one was more typical Dodgers fashion, winning by multiple runs. 7-1 win here, getting taking care of business. Max Muncy is on a little bit of a roll. Back-to-back nights. He's up to 7 home runs now. He had a 2-hit, 2 RBI night. Let's see here, and then we go down to Urias. Went 7 innings, pitched 1 earned run, so that's back-to-back nights too for the Dodgers. That their starting pitcher went pretty deep, and then Dunn went 3.1, 2 earned runs. He didn't go very long. It looks like 72 pitches in those 3 innings. That's kind of crazy, actually. And we go to the bullpen, and it's pretty much it for them. He probably got into trouble, and because you can see Vest comes in and gets lit up too. So it is what it is in this scenario. But the Dodgers win that one, and I know for the Mariners, a lot of people are excited for their new prospect. He's expected to make his MLB debut today, Mr. Jared Kelenic. A lot of hype around this guy, so it's going to be exciting to watch, see what he does. But yeah, other than that, that pretty much wakes up with baseball. May 12th, Wednesday games, 15 of them. Let me know what you guys think. So let me know what you guys saw out there in your games while you were watching, because clearly when there's 15 games on a day, I can't watch them all. I can't even catch every little tidbit of every team, but I try, and I do follow the scores along all night, and et cetera, watching games, bouncing around. So let me know if you guys catch something, because that's what this channel is about, discussion. So get down there, let me know. Peace.